intergalactic beings of multi-dimensional realities. Welcome to Channeling. Hello, Soul Play family. Today in Channeling in the Now, we have Lena Young. She will be channeling the drops from Mesopotamia. Alicia Iwanchuk will be speaking about what came through her from her guides as she was doing her writing. Leela Rose will be channeling the Sirians. Sandy Songjoy will provide us with a channeled Songjoy. Maureen Kelly will be channeling Edward the Arcturian, and Lady Phyllis will be talking about automatic writing. And lastly, but not leastly, Gwen Juvenal, me, I will be giving you a message from the Warriors of the Light. All of the links and descriptions will be below. Make sure to give a thumbs up and comment on which channeled message was the most important to you.
My name is Lena. You can find me under lenayung.com. I am channeling the collective group called The Drops. Hi, hello there. We're The Drops, as Lena already mentioned to you, and we are here today to deliver a message that we were asked for, and that is, how or what can we advise? What kind of advice can we give on how to behave, or what can be of use in this time of, let's say, of more radical or intense shifts? However, first we would like to explain or give our view that, when you are talking about the radicality or big shifts or difficult times, it's also the energy that you are putting into those words, into those concepts that are standing behind those words. So if you say that you're living in a difficult times, then most likely you will really be experiencing these times as difficult. But if you go and switch this position, saying just that you live in this time and space, well, then you will be just living in this time and space. And even better, if you change your position and go into the I'm living in the most beautiful time and in space, so that will be, and that is. So what we are trying to say is, and you already know that we know that you are aware that just changing the perspective is crucial. However, that could also be a bit of a challenge. It depends where you are, how you are, and what is your background, or even how heavy is your backpack. So yeah, if you come to the position, again, we would say, if you go to your heart area, and we know that you've been hearing that a lot, but still, if you're able to go from your head to your heart, maybe instead of going to run today, go to meditation, go to do some yoga, go to do some breathing exercises, go into your heart, connect to the tree, connect to the forest, connect to the river or the stone or the animal or maybe a person next to you. But do connect, or just connect to yourself, plug in into your higher self. So you can do that. So yeah, again, coming to the difficult times, so to say, they're not difficult really. Or maybe if you come from this perspective, they were difficult even 2,500 years ago, when, the old philosophers in Athens were walking and across the streets and looking at the stands and the things that people were selling, and the commerce started then. So it depends how you look at things. What is your definition of, bad, good, heavy, not so heavy, light? So, yeah, maybe you should go into that. Well, the best thing would be if you go there while you are in meditation, and then you can turn to your higher self or your power animal or your light beings or your guides or whoever is there awaiting for you. And you can, well, actually, you can communicate with the beings there and you can ask them what it is for you to do to be experiencing these times more lightly. And we would even put a bet on it in your language that you would get a similar answer to what we're giving you. So, are these really so difficult times? Are they difficult for you? So, it depends how you get them. And maybe just an acute analogy. So one person would say that mm, 2 chocolates per day, that's not so much. It's just something normal. When the other person, when on diet, let's say, would say, well, that's a lot of chocolate, right? And both persons would be completely right because they're coming from their own angles, right? So we wish for you that you would perceive this, well, we see them as beautiful times for you because you are experiencing some shifts and some changes, and this transition, well, we see it as a really positive one in your language. However, if we remove ourselves from the shoes of putting connotation to it whatsoever, plus, minus, negative, positive, well, it's just a shift. It's just a part of the dynamics, life dynamics. And it's always been a part of the evolution of Mother Gaia, of Father Universe. So you are just, but not having in mind that just is a small word. It's not, but you are just a part of the process. You are contributing to it. So have that in mind when you will be experiencing whatsoever you are experiencing. The emotions that are there, they're supposed to be there. So just be with those emotions, embrace them, look at them, observe them, embrace them once more, and let them, allow them to create you, the bigger than yesterday, bigger than the day before. This is you, and you are perfect. You are just perfect. Remember that wherever you're standing at this moment, you are perfect. It is how it's meant to be. So, but then tomorrow's not going to be the same, you see? And that's the magic, isn't it? So again, we hope that this was useful for you, and please do enjoy your life. This is what you came for. Just remember.
All right. Channeling for Gwen. All right. I was writing this morning, and this is the message that came through. So I'm just going to see if I can just bring it through again. All right. So we are all threads of the same tapestry, and as we focus in on these positive parts of our experience, not getting distracted, not getting dissuaded, not allowing our focus to be blown apart into a million pieces as what is the mass media is trying to do, but as we focus in on those positive parts of our life, and then as we come together with the rest of the human beings that have focused their focus into those positive experiences moment by moment, and then we bring that all together and we sew it into the beautiful tapestry that will be the new earth frequency. Take sweet care. Bye for now.
Hi, I'm Leela Rose. I'm the founder of Quantum Play Academy, where multidimensionality becomes a little more playful. I channel the Sirians, which is my home base where my soul resides, in service to human evolution. And so you can find me through my Linktree, which is linktr.ee/Leela Rose. I'll meet you in the unknown. We are on a path of inclusion. All gets included. And although all parts of you, all emotions, all thoughts get included through unconditional love, unconditional acceptance, and limitless compassion, there is still space for no. For you to say, no, this is not me. There is a difference between what is trauma integration and shadow work and processing your own ancestral baggage. And there's a difference between external energies that are infiltrating your psyche. So there's space for you now to clearly see. And for you to clearly see, you will need to close your eyes more to tune into your internal sight. The way you do this is you literally physically close your eyes. We've told you this before. You close your eyes more often. You close your eyes, detaching from your external reality, tuning in to your internal vision, where you can see more clearly, more easily, beyond the illusion of this matrix. As you tune into clear sight and you're debating whether this is for you to transmute within you or it is another energy to say no to, you tune in and you simply ask. You can call upon our guidance of the Sirian star system, those who support humanity's evolution. Is this mine? Or is this for me to say no to? And whatever feels lighter and more easeful in your body is that path. As soon as you say, no, I command this energy, leave me now, and go back to the light, the energy must leave your field. The energy must leave your field because the law of free will is what creates all of life, and therefore all of life must participate in this law, even the anti-life energies. They all eventually go back to the light where it all begins and all ends. As highly sensitive, empathic, compassionate beings, the tendency is to take on all these energies through you, transmuting it through you, taking care of all of it. And now it is time for you to clear out energies that are not you, so you can be a fountain of life that nurtures more of you on this planet rather than nurtures energies that are not you, shifting from an enslavement program into a salvation program. You are ready. You are here. By hearing this, you are consenting to it being so. You are fueling your attention to this current time-space reality. It is already done. You are safe. You are supported beyond what your mind can comprehend. You are safe and you are nourished and you are adored beyond what your mind can understand. Trust that you are allowed, and it is productive, to purge what no longer serves. As you purge, it naturally creates space for your soul light to come through. Your soul light comes through naturally because that is your natural native state. Most of the work, we don't like that word, but work speaks to your logical brain. The most part of the work is acknowledging what is not you and saying no. Leave now. Naturally, your soul will, as that energy evacuates your space, your soul will magnetize into your body because that is what your body is designed for. Again, you can call upon our help, the Sirian star family that serves humanity's evolution in the highest and best way. We thank you for being here. We thank you for trusting.
Let it go. Oh, let it go. Well, let it go. Let it go where it needs to go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. We are so full of needing to Let it go, let it go. We are so needing to let it flow, let it flow. We're going to be okay. We're going to be free. We're going to be those things in the now. Don't you see? Let it go. It's okay. Let it go. You're allowed to play. You're allowed to be. You're allowed to be creator. Let it go. Sets you free. When you let it go, it sets you free.
I guess I could say the thing about letting an entity in, your guides in, all these people in, is that you've let go of your ego. Your ego cannot work when it is in the light of all these beautiful entities.
Mm.
These people that are learning to channel, one of the things they have to do is give up their ego. Not destroy it, set it aside. And then let the entity come in. And then when the entity's gone, you can do what you want to with your ego. Do you want to put it back? Do you want a little of it? Do you want to start over? You know, we need our egos. You could not drive a car if you had no ego. You have to be proud of yourself for getting in, turning on the ignition, and here's this noise in front of you. You haven't a clue as to how it works. Men do, boys do, but the average person doesn't really know. And you're driving down and you're proud of yourself that you're on the right side of the street and you stopped at the stop signal. And, you know, those are all egos that you're paying attention to the rules.
Mm-hmm.
And sports figures, they have tremendous egos. Their ego drives them to the sport and they win, but they do not let that ego take them over. They live with the ego to be able to do what sport they are, but they are also, they may not show it, but they are in gratitude that they have the physical ability to do that sport. And they are in gratitude, but their egos are always working to help them keep moving with that sport. Can you see that? Do you know what I mean?
It does make sense. Yes. It makes sense that there's a certain drive of the ego, a certain willingness to be dedicated to something, to kind of live out a story of success and succeeding that I think it can be very helpful in some
Well,
ways.
they can be very proud of themselves, and I totally agree with being proud of themselves when they have accomplished what they wanted to. Then their ego is still there, but it's not a loud, boisterous, ugly, shouting ego. It's a calm ego to say, look what you did.
Mm-hmm.
And the Olympics are coming. Look at that medal that you won. They are so proud of themselves. So proud. Yes, the ego is there, but they're still so proud of themselves. And they are grateful. So it depends upon how you use the ego.
Mm-hmm.
So when you want to get into that other higher realm, you want to do favors, you want to work well, you must stay calm and push the ego aside just a little and let the gratitude come in.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, my name is Phyllis and I'm a medium. I go by the name of Lady Phyllis. In any case, one of the first things I teach when people want to learn about mediumship is automatic writing. And it's a simple thing. You sit down with a pad, and a pen and just write. You write the first thing that comes to mind. And very often when you look down at it and you piece it together, you'll see that there's a message there from your subconscious self or your higher self, or even from a loved one on the other side. Another way to test that is to take your dominant hand, for me it's my right hand, and you write a question to yourself. It can't be a yes or no question, but you write a question to yourself. Okay, easy enough. And then you take your left hand, which is your non-dominant hand, if it's vice versa, but you take your non-dominant hand and write an answer. And watch what happens. It's very interesting because when you're writing with your left hand, your cognitive brain is thinking so hard how to do it that it allows your intuitive side to then take over and allow messages to come through. So you might be surprised at what the answer is going to be. So let me know how you do. Let Gwen know how you do, and try that simple exercise. You can reach me at www.ladyphyllis.com, or you can check out my Facebook page, Lady Phyllis Medium. I'd love to hear from you.
A channeled message, we say. Yes, these are the warriors of light. This is who or what we are. The words we say in and through Gwen right now at this time is, do not despair. You may feel strain in the system, but they are what may be considered signs of you stretching into the greater self that you are, the greater one that you are. These are signs that you are partaking in the alchemic process, that you are here to explore, enjoy, and know at this time on earth. Otherwise, you would not have shown up here in the way you are. So, we say to you, when you feel like something is wrong, perhaps another question or idea that you may consider is, what may I do to ease this transition or opening? You also may ask, is there something that I may do, or a new thought that I may think, or a new way that I may see that will assist me in the transformation of me into the greater I am that I am? These are simple things that will support you in your transitions, letting go of all else that no longer serves. For you need not trouble yourself with that which is coming undone for your own sake. Those things are coming undone for reasons. And if you wonder if something is coming undone or being birthed, you may simply ask it within yourself, and you will see and feel signs. And you will see and feel signs and actions that show you what is the thing to focus on. Simply, you also may ask, is this thing no longer serving me? Or is it no longer serving me in the form that it has shown up in? May this form be able to be transmuted or shift? Or do I get to look towards something else for me to walk forward to? When you walk forward, you are not walking forward to something that is not you. You are walking forward to the new expression of you. Simply look into these ways that you may provide more comfort and ease for yourself in this transitioning of a time. Do not be afraid to reach out to those you know are aware and going through similar situations, similar experiences of you. They may have different views, but all of us provide succor for each other. Our energies coming together may serve each other in wide and varied ways. Gwen is experiencing this through her interaction with those who call themselves of the Andromeda and of the origin. These Gwen are learning much from and of, and their energies have allowed for some dissipation of pain within her body. She is happy. She is in the process of her experiences now on the earth. For even in one moment, as she recognizes and sees into pain and suffering, another, as she faithfully steps forward, another moment, she is seeing the alchemic process occur, her heart opening and broadening, her experience of herself shifting and developing in new, beautiful ways. As you are experiencing this time in your life, one way to provide succor is for you to recognize the maturation of what you are experiencing as yourself. This, in the broader scheme of things, is what angels, what we all here rejoice in. For it is not only of benefit to you, but is of benefit to all. And we congratulate you for your education, for your experience, for your stretching in ways you never imagined that you would feel. And even though you said, yes, this was the experience you desired, you did not know until now. So rejoice, and put your hand to your heart and say, I am here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am here. I am an offering to myself in love and to all forever and ever. Amen. Click the link below to receive your very own free soul play meditation, reboot, or soul song. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Welcome to Channeling. Till the next episode, own your stage and play on.
Hot Muffin Media.